Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the
What's good,
show.
John? What's good?
Yeah, we're literally officially in here, and this stream is about to go viral officially starting today. But we want to give
Let's
a
go.
big shout out and happy birthday to my boy, our boy, Keon, man. And I got something for you. We don't even have to sing no happy birthday song, man. We're gonna do it in my culture for once because I never celebrated a birthday. Well, I probably had celebrated a birthday with you, but this song didn't come out then. But this is how we do it in our culture now. You ready?
Okay.
Next year we doing it again. Happy birthday,
Hey,
I'm a friend. One more year on them.
much love, y'all. Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Bye.
Hey,
Splash. Let's go. Let's go.
hey. All right.
That's
Now
how
that's
we
how
Yay.
you
starting off
start
the
the show.
show.
That's how you start the show. Let's go. Let's go. All right, fellas. You know what it is. We're getting into our NFL picks for the week. Very good week last week, and we're gonna pop this thing off. So tonight, on my
uh,
birthday, we got Thursday night
I'm
football, baby.
missing. I'm missing some schedules. Oh, God damn it! Oh, no. Y'all go ahead. I got everything anyway set up. So just go ahead.
Okay, yeah, I got you. I got all your picks anyway, but all right, we'll start with you, Diggs. Tonight, Thursday night football, we got the Bills at the Texans. Bills are coming off a kind of a impressive game, beating the Bucks, and Texans are also coming off an impressive game with their defense shining against the Titans. So, what do you
It's the
got for the?
Titans, bro. It's the
I
Titans,
know,
bro.
I know, I know, I know, I
Don't
know.
do
You're
that.
right.
Don't do
So,
that.
we'll get your pick first, and then we'll go to me and then Neville.
All right, my pick's gonna be Buffalo Bills, man. Josh fucking
Buffalo.
Allen, former MVP of the league. I think he basically said, "Hold my beer. This is who I am. This is why I was MVP last season, scoring 6 total touchdowns, 3 on the air and 3 on the ground. I'm definitely taking the
Crazy.
Bills for this.
Okay, crazy work that was. What's your score?
Against that number one defense,
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie, it's gonna probably be a tough one, but I think the Bills are gonna pull it out, 28-17.
28-17 Bills. Okay. I'll do my pick next. I got the Bills winning this one. It's going to be close, like you said, defensive game. But I just think the talent of Josh Allen will override all the problems they may face, and they'll probably be able to pull this one out. I got the Bills. I got 2017 Bills. And all right, Nev, I got your picks. Do you want me to just say yours, or you want to recap and
Yeah,
say them
no.
again?
Let's recap only because they didn't get to see any
Diggs.
of that. That's my fault.
Nobody heard
So
anything you said last time, so you're right.
yeah, I never unmuted my mic, so nobody heard anything. Okay, so I have the Bills on this one, 35-28.
Okay. 35-28, good pick. All right, keep it moving, keep it moving. Next, we got a really good one, guys. The Steelers at the Bears. We're gonna start with Diggs, and then I'll go, and we'll wrap up with you, Neville.
You
So
said
Diggs,
Pittsburgh at Bears?
Pittsburgh at the Bears.
I
You know
got
what?
Steelers should be without
Oh, you
Aaron
said Bears?
Rodgers. I don't know if the
No, go
Steelers
ahead.
should be without Aaron. Huh?
My bad. Go ahead.
Oh, I said Steelers might be without Aaron Rodgers. He broke that bone in his wrist. He might play, but it's very doubtful. And even if he plays, he's playing injured. I don't love it. But you go ahead, Diggs.
For me, you know what I mean? I know it's a little different, I guess. Of course, that injury is a very big deal. You know what I mean? But let's not forget who the Pittsburgh Steelers have. They got a really good wide receiver in DK Metcalf. They got a really good tight end in Pratt Fryermuth. You know what I mean? I think Rudolph did a decent job starting as a backup for him after he got hurt. You know what I mean? But then again, they were already winning that game, when he took over. You know what I mean? So he
Right,
was taking over that momentum to help him win that game and close it out. So
right.
I can't really count Pittsburgh out, but I cannot deny Ben Johnson's and bear down. You know what I mean? So I'm
Yeah.
gonna go ahead and select the Bears to win this game. Caleb Williams is gonna show why he was the first overall pick last year, and I think it's gonna be a really good game. But I oversee the Bears winning this game. I see him winning it 21-17.
Wow. Good pick, my boy. Ironically, that's the same exact score I picked. I also have the Bears winning this one 21-17. I think Caleb Williams is going to ball out. He's going to show his crazy talent. A fun stat for you guys. Caleb Williams has avoided the most sacks of any quarterback in the league this year. So he's just really hard to sack. He
Yeah, yeah.
spins
This year,
around, he's
yesterday, last year he
wiggly.
led the league.
Yeah, last year he led the league. So this year is just not, they're not touching him this year. But yeah, I got 21-17 Bears. And Neville, you go ahead.
I got Pitt. That's what you call it, the wild what y'all call it?
Lone Wolfen.
Lone Wolf.
Lone Wolf. Oh, Neville's Lone Wolf in this one. You're right. Neville has he picked the Steelers 24-17. So that's the one Neville's Lone Wolf in. So that's our first Lone Wolf of the picks. And all right, now we're moving down to the Colts at the Chiefs. Colts, as we know, have been on fire. They're coming off a bye week. They just were overseas, so they're going to be playing again. And the Chiefs are coming off a really tough loss to some team.
The
I
best
don't
team in
know.
the league. It's the
Oh,
best
the
team in the
Broncos. Yeah,
league.
they lost to the Broncos in a really close defensive game. So this is a must-win for the Chiefs. They cannot afford to lose this game, but the Colts are really good. Diggs, what do you got?
You know what? I can't go against Patrick Mahomes, man. As much as I hate that fucking team, I don't see them dropping another game, dude. You know what I mean? So, especially to this
Nah,
team, you
but
know
it
what I mean?
matters.
Yeah, the Colts are good. The Colts are good. They got a decent running game.
But
You know what I
that's
mean? But you
matters.
see, but you forgetting about Travis Kelsey and Taylor Swift. You forgetting about
Taylor Swift.
you
Why you
forgetting
keep
about
getting
them too.
passes?
You know what I mean? That he might write a song and he might just perform well. You know what I mean? Like, you know, or it's like, you know what? You better have at least 3 touchdowns this game, or we're not getting married type deal. You know what I mean? So, with that being said, I'm gonna have to choose the Chiefs against my unbiasedness of how much I hate them because they're in my division.
Okay.
I got the Chiefs winning this game, and I got this game actually being so interesting that this game goes into overtime. I
Wow.
got an overtime win by a walk-off field goal from the Chiefs.
Mm,
31-28.
that's interesting.
Wow.
Bob.
OT. Good pick. I like that one. Okay. I'm actually going the other way on this one. I think this is my lone wolf pick. I'm
Oh
actually
shit.
going with the Colts. I feel
You
like
know
the
that's not a bad wild lone wolf pick though.
yeah, this is a good one. I
I
like the Colts in this game. I think the Chiefs are kind of the league is catching up with them. Everybody's kind of figuring out what they do. The defenses are catching up. Every possession looks like a struggle for Patrick Mahomes. It looks difficult. And I think the Colts, their defense is solid enough, but it's really their offense I think will win the game. I think they're going to run the football with Jonathan Taylor. I think they're just going to pound that shit and play ball possession and keep the ball from the Chiefs so they don't even get a chance to do anything. So I like the Colts in this one 28-17. Actually, not that close. And Neville, you go ahead.
Colts versus Kansas City. I have Kansas City winning this game. And I think it's also gonna be a high scoring game. Well, I think it's gonna be a high scoring game, but I agree with everything Big said about Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelsey. You know what I mean?
Can't sleep on
So
them.
yeah, they are a proven champion. I always tell you you can't go against what's proven. You know what I'm saying? I go with what's proven.
Okay,
So
good picks,
I
fellas. Good
gotta I
picks.
gotta go with what's proven. So I go 35-38 Kansas City.
All right, I respect it. All right, moving on. This one's an interesting game. We got the Vikings at the Packers. Packers coming off a really nice win against the Giants. They were undermanned, but they were able to pull it out. And Vikings are coming off a horrible loss to the Bears, where JJ McCarthy just did not look like the future. He did not look like a backup. He looked bad.
Yeah.
So that's concerning. But Diggs, what you got?
What do I have? That's a good game. And it's at Packers. I think the hype's gonna get too much for Jordan Love and company, and I think the Vikings are gonna win this game.
What's your score? This is your lone wolf pick now.
Yeah.
What's your score?
Oh, first lone wolf pick. Oh, would you look at that first lone wolf pick? What you call? I'm gonna go ahead and say that JJ McCarthy basically bounces back from this. You forget, I understand the game he played last was a little horrible. He didn't even look like a backup quarterback in that game. But that's what happens when you don't start in the beginning of the season. That's what happens when you don't have reps in
So
the
what
beginning of
makes
the
you
season.
think he's gonna be able to do anything against the Packers defense?
Well, can I finish,
No, I'm just
Packer
asking
fan?
you a question.
No, okay,
This
well, I
is
was
what this
getting
show is
to it.
about.
I was getting to it.
All right,
Who's his head coach? Who's his head coach? His
it
name is
don't
Kevin
matter.
O'Connell.
Do you
Okay,
see?
Okay,
Kevin
Kevin
O'Connell.
O'Connell's a good coach.
Kevin O'Connell made Sam Donald bank this year. Okay, all right. Look what Sam Donald's doing for the damn Seahawks. Okay, that's what I got to
But
say
doesn't
on
that
that.
worry you
All
though?
right.
Doesn't that make you think like,
Let me
yo?
finish. It's my
Oh,
turn,
go
ladies and
ahead, go ahead,
gentlemen.
go ahead.
Okay, all right. So with that being said, I'm gonna say the Vikings win this game because Kevin O'Connell and company is gonna lock down. Aaron Jones is gonna be running all over his former team. Okay, Aaron Jones is
Do
feeling
you
gonna
know
be
who the
putting up.
Packers head coach is for real?
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
LaFleur, it's
I, I,
LaFleur.
it's okay, but where was LaFleur last year?
It's
Where was LaFleur
RuPaul.
What was
RuPaul.
where was he? Where was he last year? That's what I can say. So I honestly believe Kevin O'Connell is probably one of the best
No,
quarterback
I think
whisperers
you're right.
in the league.
He
So with
is, he
that being
is.
said, I got the Vikings winning this game. I have them winning a very close game. I have it winning it 23-20.
Woo! I
Y'all ain't
like
never
that.
seen nobody draw no plays like that in your life, though.
Okay, to piggyback off what Diggs just said, um, that's why I'm concerned. All right. If Kevin O'Connell is such a good quarterback whisperer, imagine how bad JJ McCarthy must be to look that bad. All right. And this guy's a quarterback whisperer. He has Sam Darnold looking like an MVP.
I think that's a very good point.
So I'm like, damn, if he's so good, JJ McCarthy must be
And what's
really
they
bad.
and he and who did he play? Who did they play last week?
The Bears.
And you
And they
got
almost came back. The Bears kind of gave him a little wiggle room, but he didn't look good at any point in that game.
I,
They had
So
a
I don't
slow
think
start. I believe, yeah, they had a horrible game, but he had a slow start that game. You know
he
what I
had
mean?
a slow start. So
They
we'll
need they
we'll
need to
see.
have the game he had when he came back. You know what I mean from injury.
Yeah.
That game, that's the kind of game I see kind of happening. But I have it as a close game because you know what I mean. I can't deny Packers in their defense. They proved that to me last week. They have
that's
a
all
really
I'm
good
saying.
defense. You know what I mean? They have a really good defense, but you're forgetting that the Vikings they have a pretty good defense too. You know what I mean? They're probably top 15 in the league right now with the defense. You know what I mean?
They
I
are.
The
can't.
main
Hey,
the key
I'm never gonna take my
my,
Packers.
my my key player in this game isn't
At,
even in
no,
JJ McCarthy. My key player in this game is Aaron Jones, the running back. That's who my
you
key.
Aaron
know Aaron
Jones,
Jones. He ain't doing
Yeah,
nothing
you
former
do.
against
Packer.
us.
Watch him get his revenge against your team. Watch.
How we've
Just
been
mark
waiting
my
for that
words.
game. I'm gonna say. All right. I'm gonna say this. I'm
How
gonna
Huh.
much
say
you want to
this.
bet that
Hold on.
Aaron
Can
Jones
I say
has?
my can I make my pick and make my statements? Is that okay with
Okay,
you? Is that okay
okay,
with
I'm just saying he gonna have a better game than Josh
it's
Jacobs. That's all I wanted to say.
okay,
Josh Jacobs is out with injury. He's not even playing. All right, go ahead,
That
Noble.
I know, so I was right.
it's not gonna matter. What were we talking about earlier, Keon? About the Packers.
Talking about how the best team
Their
in the league is
defense.
Broncos.
Not only that, if Jordan Love goes down, we have Willis. If we have depth in every single position. That's what people do not realize. And it's not just debt, it's young debt. All right? Y'all
Yeah.
sleep on that. And
Just as all right.
they're energetic. They're fresh, young,
Yeah.
energetic players. And
They're young kids. There
what
was a
people are not
report.
people giving a lot of credit to Matt LaFleur for is the simple fact that he has these people fired up. He has these players fired up. Everybody's fired up.
There
He
was a
This is a proven year for Matt LaFleur, and I do believe,
exactly. To your point.
and I do believe that the players and us, the fans, we really do like Matt LaFleur there in Green Bay. He hasn't won anything, but we're giving him a fair chance, bro. And I think in I think I truly believe this is our year, or this is our year to at least go deep into the playoffs, if not win it all.
Okay, so you
I
got the
remember my
Packers.
first year,
You got the Packers,
Yeah,
obviously. 35.
obviously.
at home too, all day.
All right, Neville's taking the Packers 35-29.
And this is
Um,
somebody. This is somebody that was bred by Brett Favre taught Aaron Rodgers. That means something, bro. You don't understand how much knowledge just got passed on between three generational players. You think so? That's why you see a little bit of Aaron Rodgers and Brett Favre in them because Brett Favre learned from, or Aaron Rodgers learned from Brett Favre. Brett or Aaron Rodgers,
Somewhat. You're just watching them.
learned from. He had to. He
Aaron.
says it. I'm a
Yeah,
Packer fan.
look, I'm not saying Jordan Love is not a good quarterback. I just was going to say there's some reports about Matt LaFleur being potentially on the hot seat if the team doesn't start winning more.
It's a prove it year.
Yeah, it's a pretty, like you just said. That's what I'm saying. I'm just piggybacking off of that. But I'm with you on this one. I'm also going to take the Packers 27-13. I just think their defense is going to suffocate the kid. Jay McCarthy, he may have potential in the future. He's got the arm.
Nothing to play with.
Yeah, so
And
I just feel like the Packers. Yes, I just feel like the Packers are going to probably smother them up. So I'm taking the Packers. And okay, so good stuff, guys, for that game. We're moving on. Now we got the Giants at the Lions. Lions are coming off a pretty bad loss to the Eagles, but Giants have just been a train wreck. So, Diggs, who you got?
I think you know who I got. I got the Lions winning this game.
Yeah, just give us a score.
Okay. Honestly, it's going to be a horrible score. I got the Lions winning this game 50.
Oh my god.
50 to like fucking 10.
That's our first 50 pick. Thank you. God bless. I hope it happens.
Hey, wait a minute now. Wait a minute now. If you guys go back last year, the first team to score over 50 points in the NFL game last year was the damn Lions, and it was by that damn run defense. That run game, Jameer Gibbs, Montgomery.
Hey,
You know what I mean? I think they're gonna go up. I think Amari. I think St. Brown is gonna fucking just go wild this game. Have like 9 wrecks for like 140 yards. You know what I mean? And I think they're gonna show why that they are someone to actually fear in the NFC this upcoming playoffs, because as of right now they're still in the playoffs. You know what I mean? So
I love it though. I love 50-10 is wild. But all right, so we're all pretty much the same on this one. Neville, you got the Lions 35-17 over the Giants. I got the Lions 38-16. So we are pretty much lockstep on that one. Moving on to a kind of a more interesting game. We got the Jets at the Ravens. Jets are coming off of just being the Jets, and the Ravens are actually looking good. They're kind of turning their season around. They're 500 now after starting 1-5, I believe. So Ravens have like turned their season around. But Diggs, go ahead. It's your pick.
Come on now.
Okay, I know. What's the score?
Come on now, man. Really? Hold on. I'm writing this shit down. Hold on. Okay, then me. Okay, for me, I'm gonna go ahead and choose the Ravens to win this game. They're gonna win this game 28-10.
Damn. Very, very reasonable though. Yeah, I'm with you, Diggs. I got the Ravens.
Well, another reason why I chose them, just to be honest, is not only because it's the Ravens. All right, you know what I mean. Lamar Jackson, ever since he's been back, they've been on a 5-game win streak. Okay,
Right.
5-game win streak. Okay, and on top of that, you know what I mean. He got most of his receivers back, healthy in a way, but it's also this way too. And I hate to say this about the Jets because I do think that it's a decent franchise. They just who bets on the Jets. But
there's a meme.
but it's also for me. It's the fact that they announced that they're benching, Fields. You know what I mean, for Tyrod Taylor. Okay, and I don't. Like I said, Tyrod's been in the league for a long time, but I call him Unk for a reason. Okay, and I call him backup for a reason because that's all he's going to be, a backup. If you think that they have a chance to win out the season and still make the playoffs, you're smoking some better weed than me, Nevs, and Keon. Okay, so right, like if you have that weed, please send us some to this podcast. We need to try it. All right. So with that being said, I got the Ravens winning this game. Super easy game. 28-10.
That made my soul.
All right. Yeah, I also got the Ravens winning this game. Come on now, 23-13. I think their defense is going to shut down the Jets pretty easily. And Neville, he also has the Ravens, all right, 17-14. But Neville thinks it's going to be a little bit more defensive close, and I can see that too. But we all pretty much got the Ravens there, understandably. Okay, moving on. Patriots at the Bengals. Go ahead. We all
Okay, I'm
probably
taking the
on the same
Bengals.
page here too,
I'm
huh?
taking the Bengals. 110% taking the Bengals, and
Why
there's
did
a
you do
reason why.
this?
Well, can I talk? God damn,
Go ahead. Go
shit.
ahead.
Just the up, down, just like why, man? Like God, like no. Listen, don't you get short with me, okay? The reason why is because, ladies and gentlemen, I actually have insider on this, okay? And I have a report for you guys, and that is your boy, Mr. Number 9, is coming back under center. Joe fucking Burrow. It will be back
Oh,
starting at
What?
quarterback for the Bagels. I see the Bagels winning this fucking game as a basic fuck you. I had to get healthy. I'm gonna win out the season and make it a 7 seed. Okay, that's what that's saying me. Okay,
Wow.
yes, I am not gonna lie to you. Jamar Chase is out, which is definitely a very big X factor, I guess, towards the opponent. But they forget that they spent a lot of money on their receivers this year, including T. Higgins, who
this shit
technically
is
leads the team right now in catches, not in yards, not in touchdowns, but in catches. He leads the team in catches. And when you're down and out, you're gonna go for you're gonna go look for for the Higgins, okay? And I think that Joe Burrow's gonna have a comeback game. He's gonna throw like at least 4 touchdowns. I got this score being 35-28. Bagels with the win.
Wow.
I did
Now
not know
this is
Joe Burrow was back, but I already written it in stone. So once I did write it down, that's it for it.
this is your lone wolf pick. Okay, I respect this one. Just you and the Bengals, man. Nobody loves the Bengals more than you. But I can't. And now that we know Joe Burrow is back, that does change things. But I still don't think they're going to be able to beat the Patriots. This Patriots team is really good. They're fundamentally sound. Joe Burrow has not had any first team reps all year because he's been hurt. So there's going to be a little rust to chip off. I don't think he's going to play bad. I just don't think it'll be enough to beat the Bengals without Jamar Chase as well. And that was some bitch ass shit Jamar Chase did. I just want to emphasize that he spit on Jalen Ramsey. That's like the most pathetic thing you could do as a man. So a lot of respect lost for that guy. But at the end of the day, I got the Patriots winning this one, 27-14.
Yeah,
All
I
right,
would
now.
have to go to the Patriots too.
Okay.
Yeah,
Score.
Close on this one. Neville has
whoa.
23-20.
Okay. All right. Now that makes sense. That I
Yeah, a
guess
little
I
bit closer
I
than we thought.
I understand your picks, but this is the thing about getting deeper into it. This is week 12, baby. All right. This is week 12. We have literally 6 more weeks, and then there is playoff time. Okay. With that being said, I'm sorry to say it. The Patriots are a good team. I will not dog them for how good they've been this season. You know what I mean? But what I will say about the Patriots, they're kind of like the
But no, I'm
Cowboys
not.
when it
But
gets.
check it out.
They're kind of like the Cowboys when they get to games like this. And the reason why I say that is because when it gets to games like this, the Cowboys do what? They fucking choke on games they're supposed to win. They choke, and I think this is what the Patriots are thinking. We're gonna come in there. We're gonna play relaxed. We're gonna get complacent, and we're gonna fuck it up. And the
I
only
can see
person
that.
they're going to have to blame is themselves. Now, don't get me wrong. Like I said, this is all predictions. I could definitely be completely wrong. And yes, and lone wolves, I am definitely negative. I'm not even at 500 with my lone wolf picks. Okay, all right. But for me, I go off what the talent says. I go off what the stats say. And for me, I'm not
And you
gonna. I
will get
just
better. Keon was horrible too his first time.
That was horrible. That was 500.
Oh my
But
god, he was five. It was what 6 and 6 or
Well,
something
it's
like that.
okay because, like I told you in the beginning, when I started to agree to do this podcast with you guys, right? I said it in the beginning, and I'll say it again, and I'll keep saying it, even though it's a bye week. Okay, the Denver Broncos will win Super Bowl 60, and you can take that to the bank. Next
Jesus
game,
Christ.
please.
Okay, anyway, we're moving on. Seahawks at the Titans. Okay, Sam Darnold is coming off a horrific game where he threw 4 interceptions, basically cost the team the game. But to their credit, the defense of Seattle still held the Rams under 24 points. Seahawks could have won that game by with a field goal. They only lost by 2, 21-19. So the Seahawks kept him in it, even though he threw 4 interceptions. So that's something to look at and think about. But Diggs, what do you got?
Seattle.
Seattle. All right, what's your score?
Nah, I actually have this big fuck you score. I have it 42-17.
Damn. You don't like the Titans or something?
No, I think this is more of a come on now. You have to understand now. As a player, we're not players, but I know a lot of players when they go to press conferences, they say they don't have social media. They say that they don't look. I'm sorry to say it. I call bullshit. All right. If I was a fucking goddamn sports guy and I was playing sports and I heard some shit in the press or the media, yes, I would fucking read that shit. Okay. Throwing 4 interceptions. Oh, I guess in the great words of Golden Ramsey, is like, have you peaked? Right? Have you peaked? Like, no, I don't think he's fucking peaked. I think he's gonna be like, bro, Titans are the worst team in the NFL, the worst team in the NFL. They're below the Jets, okay, which is surprising, all right? But they are the worst team in the NFL. I can't dog Cam Ward because Cam Ward is a good quarterback. He's just
Yeah,
shitty situation. You know what I
facts.
mean? You can't
Yeah.
do anything about it. The moment they dropped 8 games, he knew it was probably, you know, all right,
Oh,
we're
it's a
just gonna
wrap.
tank. You know what I mean? It's a wrap. I'm gonna try
Yeah.
to win the game, but he is still young. You know, he gets nervous. He's antsy in the pocket. You know, you see the pass he threw against the Raiders. He got tipped, fumble, returned for a touchdown. You know what I mean? There's different things that come into this game to the point where you got the Seattle fucking Seahawks coming in here and the 12th man, okay? The 12th man, they're coming down to this fucking city and they're gonna basically slap him in the mouth. They're like, hey, they're talking shit. I'm sorry you had to be the victim. Okay? I'm sorry you had to be the victim, but people think I'm washed now because I threw 4 interceptions. So
Yeah,
I need to go out here and show
yeah,
why you're
funny,
paying me
funny.
$25 million a season. So
All
let me
right.
go
Let
ahead
me.
and light up the scoreboard with Jackson Smith and Jigba. Okay? Let me go ahead and light up the scoreboard with Kenneth Walker III. And guess what? I'm going to go ahead and go home with the big dub and add some more touchdowns for my MVP candidacy.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and interject here because this is the thing about Sam Darnold. He's good. He's a good quarterback, but every time the game is important or this is like a must-win game, he plays terrible. Okay, when he left Seattle last year, I mean not Seattle, Minnesota, he played like crap in the playoffs. Towards the end of the season, he kind of like fell off. So nobody's saying he's not good. We're saying he's not clutch. He doesn't win when we need him to win. So this game, yeah, he probably will beat the Titans because it's the Titans. But let me see what he does against the Rams. Let me see what he does against the 49ers. Let me see what he does when the games matter. So right now, I'll give him this one. I got the Seahawks winning 28-20. It'll be closer than people think, but they'll probably win. Go ahead, Nev.
I got Seattle 24-21. I do
Okay.
believe I do believe Sam Darnold will be all right. I don't think he's washed, but I mean he can make the playoffs. I think is making the playoffs.
They will. We got to see what he does when he gets to the playoffs. What happens when they
But
got to
right
No,
beat
now,
the
we're just trying to
I,
see. First of all, we're just trying to see who's going to get to the playoffs. We're about worried about the
right,
playoffs when the playoffs get there because we
right.
don't
But
know
that's
for
just
sure who is going to get to the playoffs.
yeah, that's just my little. Keep that in mind. That's nothing
I
about
know.
Sam Darnold.
I know me and Key know for sure that our teams are in the playoffs. So I don't know about you though.
Shit, I'm guaranteed to the playoffs this year.
Anyway, moving on. Moving on. Okay. Next
Season
game
record.
we got Jaguars at the Cardinals. Diggs. This is a toss up now. This is a toss. What do you got? Jags
Yep.
at Cardinals.
I got the cards.
Really?
Yes, I got the Cardinals, and I got the Cardinals for one reason. Okay, Jacksonville Jaguars is kind of like in a way what you said about the last team we were just talking about with Sam Darnold, right? You know what I mean, and how they act and how they're, towards the end of the season they start playing low. Okay, I'm sorry to say
I see
again,
that
it's
too,
like the
but
cowboy. It's like the cowboy reference I have. Okay, when you need to win the game, you choke. Okay, guess who's trying to get into the AFC race? All right, for to be in the playoffs. As of right now, the Kansas City Chiefs are 5-5. Okay, and the
Yeah.
tiebreaker is because of the Jaguars beating them barely. Okay. With that being said, I'm sorry to say, I just don't see Trevor Lawrence coming in to Cardinals and how high they've been playing ever since Jacoby Brissett took over. Now, granted, yes, Jacoby Brissett got slapped in the face the last game he played against the Niners. Slapped in the face. This is my division type shit. I get it. Completely understandable, but you have to understand too. That guy did throw for over 400 fucking yards that game. Okay, he did throw a lot of damn yards that game. He did try to get the game winning. All right, but now you're back in Arizona and Glendale, and you're at home when you have home crowd advantage. I definitely see the Cardinals coming up on this game big time. And I know you're the NFL guy, but I actually heard reports that their running back might be back soon, James Conner.
Oh, okay. Oh, I thought he was out for the year.
Oh no, he was out from the year from the week one. But that's the thing
Yeah,
about it. He's been going through extra rehab to the point where he should be able to start. If it's not this week, it will probably be the last game of the season. You know what I mean? Because he was at practice, apparently, according to my reports over here. He was at practice a couple of days ago and he was seen running. You know what I mean? So he's not in a splint no more. You know what I mean? And come on now. We all know James Conner can run that damn ball. Okay. You know what
yeah,
I
no,
mean?
he's
And
good.
I feel like Jacoby Brissett is really gonna take a leadership role in this. You know what I mean? I guess back to the couple weeks ago when we spoke about, Kyler Murray and whatnot. I do think you're right. I think he's done out there in Arizona because they're not starting him no more. You know what I mean? He's still
Right.
listed as out for this game. He's not even questionable. He's out. You know what I mean?
He's just
So
out. Yeah.
you know what I mean? So I just feel like, personally speaking, that, Jacoby Brissett is going to go in there and he's going to fucking do what he got to do to get this dub. And I see him upsetting the Jacksonville Jaguars 24-17.
Wow. Okay. Very, very nice pick. Believe it or not, we actually agree on this one. I also took the Cardinals. I don't trust Trevor Lawrence. I don't trust the Jaguars. Uh, there's just something about him. I don't like Trevor Lawrence. So and like you said, Jacoby Brissett, 47 completions, NFL record. So obviously the guy can complete some he can move the offense, and their defense isn't bad. The 49ers just had a really good day. They started the game with like a kickoff return for a touchdown. So it was just really bad news for the Cardinals that day. But I can see them beating the Jags. So I'm taking the Cardinals 31-28 in a close game.
Yeah, I'm the lone wolf, bro.
Neville's the lone wolf on this one. Neville actually picked the Jaguars.
I'm not gonna say that they're not gonna crumble, but I don't think it's right now.
Okay, I respect that. So Neville
Score.
got another lone wolf out here. Okay,
I think
now this
I have 24-28 with the Jacksonville being up.
right. That's what I got.
Okay.
All right, moving on. Now this one's kind of interesting, fellas. This is very exciting. Browns at Raiders, and Shador Sanders gets his first start. We're gonna see Shador starting from jump, leading the team. So this is it. We're going to get to see what he can really do, but this game is a toss up. Both teams are rather terrible. So anybody could win this one, but Diggs, the floor is yours. What do you think?
Browns.
Okay. Oh, you're going with Shador. Okay.
Absolutely, 100%. You see,
Score.
Shador never had his fucking. He gets reps in practice, but he has reps with split.
Right.
He doesn't do it with the first receivers. He doesn't do it with receivers. So he didn't have that kind of chemistry. Guess what they've been doing this week? They've been having that practice where he's going with the first string. He's going with Jerry Judy, my former wide receiver for the Broncos. Jerry Judy is a really good wide receiver. I think people really have him underrated, but he's a really good wide receiver. I think they're going to click on a high level. I also think that they're going to actually be able to run the ball to set up the pass. That's what Shador's used to, like when he was in Colorado, at University of Colorado. They would run the ball to set up the pass, and
Yeah,
I
I
think that's what's
watched
going
him.
to happen.
I actually watched him in Colorado, and he was a good quarterback. And I agree.
Exactly. So I think they're gonna run to set up the pass, and in the process of running to set up the pass, the other rookie, Quinshawn Junkins, is just gonna show out as well. You know what I mean? And I definitely have this game being somewhat. I thought it might be a little tight, but then I remembered the Raiders are garbage. And honestly speaking, as a football team, the Browns have a better roster than the Raiders do.
Ain't
You
you
know,
in Vegas?
you know what I mean? And honestly, I definitely think that, Miles Garrett is going to destroy Geno Smith. All right. I definitely think that defense is not going to even let them breathe to the point where they're probably going to have a worse blowout to the point where I got the score 27-3.
Damn,
Damn.
Browns.
Yes.
Whoa.
I got 21-14 Cleveland. I'm glad for Shador. Welcome to the NFL, man. I didn't hold him last week. I didn't hold him accountable because he wasn't expected to start last week. Like kind of like what you said, so he didn't get a lot of first team reps. But I
Right.
seen preseason. I know it's preseason, but he did play pretty well in the preseason. We seen the
I got
talent.
you.
We saw the talent, and like I said, I watched him in Colorado. I saw the talent in Colorado. So I think he does have potential to be a good player. That defense is already good. Like you're backdooring off also what you were saying. The wide receivers are also pretty good. That offense is not a bad offense. It just needs a quarterback that could play. So I do see Shador pulling this one out, and then we'll see how it turns out for the rest of the season. But for the first game, yeah.
Okay, well, this is my lone wolf pick. I'm actually going with the Raiders just
Wow.
because
Wow. Kill yourself.
no, I think the Raiders, they're not as bad as they look. Okay. They just look a little off, but I think this is the game they kind of get it together. And I'm just a little worried about the Browns offensively. I know Shador is going to get the first team reps and he's going to get the start. He knows he's starting this time, but I don't know if they can put it together in this game. I don't know if they can put it together with this game. All right.
So
So I'm
you're
actually
really
going to go.
going against Shador after I told you.
No, I
Do
saw him
you
in college
know?
too.
No, do
Okay.
you
Hey,
know?
bro, listen. You see, he's biased. Look at the hat he's wearing. Okay, all right.
No,
He's
but I'm
biased as
saying
hell.
no, but
Go
I'm
ahead.
saying
Yeah.
his dad has connections to like Steve Young and Troy Aikman
I know,
at
but
the
he still
cusp
has to like
quarterback. Do you
perform.
get what I'm
All right.
saying? So if you don't
I
know
know.
who's coaching him up and giving him ideas on how to be a quarterback and teaching him about
Hey,
fundamentals and all of that.
Hey, you know why he's like this? It's okay, man. You know why? It's because this Eagles fan over here has been through it with Donovan McNabb. You know what I mean? Come on now. So he knows something like that. Okay,
Look, I know quarterback play. Nothing
he
against
knows
Shador.
quarterback play, but you know what? Guess what's going to happen? All right,
What?
if he's right with his pick, how you'll know is because I'm pretty sure if you remember that viral clip in the NFL when Donovan McNabb was the quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles, and T.O. was wide open in the end zone to win the game, and he missed. He overthrew him. Okay, and it was a fourth down. Okay, and you seen T.O. get in his face like, the fuck is wrong with you? I'm wide open. Okay, if you see something like that happen at this Browns game, then I was wrong, and the Raiders are winning this game. Okay, because there's
He might
nothing
see.
worse. There's nothing worse when you have players, a part of your team, your teammates, coming up to you to just to tell you how trash you played on that play. All right, there's nothing worse than that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's move on. I love the energy, guys. Good picks. All right. Now this one, it's a bit of a toss up, but I'm going with my heart.
Pause.
Eagles.
Pause.
Oh, go
You
ahead.
never
Go
told
ahead.
me a score.
I said 16-13 for the Raiders winning 16-13. This is my lone wolf pick too.
That is a wild score, but I respect it.
All right, moving on. Okay, we got Eagles at Cowboys. Eagles coming off an impressive win against the Lions. The defense looked amazing. The offense is a little questionable still. This is why we have problems with AJ Brown. He's not satisfied. He's not feeling like he's being utilized properly.
Well, he's
And
probably gone next season, bro.
I kind of agree with him. Okay, there's a lot of plays I see him open, and Jalen doesn't get rid of the ball fast enough. He's a very slow processing quarterback. He takes the snap and he really takes his time back there. But sometimes you have to read the blitz and throw a hot. Okay, that's what it's called, a hot read. That means when the blitz is coming, get rid of it fast. He struggles with that. He likes to take his time and scramble, but he doesn't throw picks. He'd rather get sacked than throw a pick. We love that. One interception on the year from Hurts. That's really good. So go ahead, Dick. Who you got in this one?
Holla, holla, holla. We them boys.
Oh my God.
Holla, holla, holla. We them boys.
You
I'm
really
taking them
gonna bet on
boys.
this? Damn.
Yes,
Go ahead.
I
You know what?
am. I
Look,
am. And there's what?
no,
Wait a minute. I was
go.
I was actually on the fence on this, and why I chose this team to win is because of their performance against a very trash team in the Raiders. Okay, but then again, the main thing that showed it for me was the main problem with the Cowboys in the beginning. Right, was they had no fucking defense. Okay, that addition of Quentin Williams from the Jets makes a very big difference to that offensive front. I mean, that defensive front. Okay, I
Okay.
definitely think that's happening. Not to mention they added that boy, that linebacker from what was it, from Cincinnati. All right, they added that linebacker from Cincinnati that is getting tackles,
Oh,
stopping
Wilson.
people. Yeah,
Wilson.
Wilson, Logan Wilson. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's a great tackler, knows how to wrap up people, knows how to play zone, and he also knows how to play man coverage, which is very rare to find in a linebacker. Okay,
True.
and being the fact that they have a lot of targets, the big X factor, I guess, for the Eagles would be is if Saquon can actually run the fucking football. You know what I mean? That's what I want to see. I want to see Saquon run the fucking football. And the
Me
funny
too.
part is, right now, towards stats, Javante Williams, their running back, actually has more yards per carry right now than Saquon Barkley.
That's
Okay,
crazy.
this is the Madden curse. Okay, Madden curse,
So
110%.
not
You know
wait,
what I
wait.
mean?
So hold on. So are you telling me that two of their superstar players are at an all-time career low, in the league, right? Oh, in
Oh yeah,
right now in the season.
Saquon Barkley's got career rushing low at this point in the season, and AJ Brown career receiving low
Career
right now.
receiving
Wow.
yards, career receiving yak, career
But
receiving
hold
touchdowns.
on though. But doesn't that mean you should give Jalen Hurts more credit?
That's okay. Look,
I
look,
mean, yes, yes, but no. And when I say yes, but no, it's a little condescending towards me saying that. But the reason
Because
why I
that's the
say that is
same way I
because
kind of feel
it's
about
because
Jordan
it's
Love.
because
Because
it's because
everybody,
of the wide open targets, right? You see AJ Brown. Like a perfect example is the Bronco game. Okay, AJ Brown was wide open on third down and fucking nine. Okay, wide open, no coverage. All
yeah,
right, but Jalen Hurts, he goes through his progression slow. You know those Alabama boys, right?
yeah.
They might have single cell or something. You know what I mean? So they think a little bit too long and they hold the ball in their hands. Okay, I guarantee you, if Nick Saban was your head coach, he'd be throwing his fucking goddamn helmet on the floor. Okay, because he'd be like, throw the ball. He's wide open on the flat. Throw the ball.
I
Why?
mean, I
Because
say the
he's
same thing. I
getting
get it.
he's getting a little too nervous under the pocket because it's getting close to the edge. Granted, they're still sitting pretty. Let's not forget that the Eagles are the defending Super Bowl
All right.
champions. I will give flowers if flowers due. All right, but I just don't see the from the defensive front. You know what I mean? Because the Eagles have a really good defense. You know what I mean? But when you got Jalen Hurts making those minimal mistakes, okay, all right, I definitely see it happening to the point where them boys might get one up on them and have their defining win of the season by beating the Eagles this season. Okay, I think
All
this is
right,
a very big. I think it's a very big game per se for the Cowboys to understand that. Hey, listen,
it is.
we fucked up with our defense. We got rid of Parsons. It went to Packers. All right, we needed to strengthen our defensive line. We got that taken care of. We need to actually throw to our wide receivers. We got that taken care of. Okay, George Pickens went off against the damn Raiders with
Look,
nine
they're a
catches,
threat. They're a
144
threat.
yards,
Okay,
and a
so
touchdown. You know what I mean? So
What's your score? What's your score?
for me, I just got them winning. I got the score being 28-31. Them boys lead it by a field goal.
all right, I agree with everything you're saying, but this is
Yep,
where
there it is.
right. This is where I feel like Jalen Hurt because I was saying that right. I was like, he is at a career low. The eight Brown at a career low, Hurts at a career low. We gonna beat them. We got a better defense. They beat us. They're still winning. You know what I'm saying? So I always like to say proven. They were proven to be winners now. Like you can no longer count out the Eagles in the game. They are the defending champion. So
Right.
I think that the Cowboys is a great offense. They are. Dak Prescott is a great quarterback. I live in Texas. There's a lot of Dallas Cowboy fans that's probably gonna kill me for saying this. But I just think the Eagles won last year and they're still coming off that momentum. I do believe they're going to lose some games down the road, but I don't think this is one of them. I'm going with Philly 24-21.
Okay. Obviously, you guys know I'm going with Philly. Dig, this will be your lone wolf pick. But I was on the fence about it. Honestly, I was almost going to pick the Cowboys because
Yeah,
I'm a little
I
bit
was on the
worried.
fence too. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm a little bit worried about their offense. I
And
think they can
that's how I
actually.
felt with Minnesota and the Packers, but I just went with my gut because it was at home.
Now, this year, I don't think the Vikings offense is that much of a threat. It all depends on JJ McCarthy, how he plays.
Right.
So I see what you're
We don't
saying.
know what he is yet. But
Yeah,
that's
we know
still
for a fact that Dak Prescott can be good. So
right.
Dak
Yeah.
Prescott can execute. He could put up some
Yeah.
numbers.
Yeah,
So
we'll see
I was
who's
on the
going to
fence
make it
about
work.
this
But
one.
nobody's going to be surprised if he does.
Yeah. So but this is what I was saying to Neville earlier. I just think this is the game Jalen Hurts finally shows up. He finally shows up because he has to match the level of Dak Prescott. So I think he's going to start completing passes to AJ Brown, more completing to Dallas Goedert, completing. You know, I mean, we're going to be more of a pass offense this game. So we have to score. We have to score. So my score was actually 31-28 Eagles.
Damn.
So it's kind of the reverse of Diggs' pick, but it'll go either way. It's going to be a great game. Probably the best game of the weekend. Not like the most hyped, but probably like a low key, really good game. So
And
interesting,
and
guys. I
and
like that.
Cowboys is right there. They are fighting for their life, and
Yeah, they have to win this game. They have to. So we'll see how they
I
do. But
think
all right,
I think after this one, I think the Cowboys will get hot though. I just don't think this is. They're just going in a. This is just a bad week for them.
you know
Just
what?
with the
That's a good
fixture.
topic. Next time we'll jump on that and we'll check the Cowboys' remaining schedule and we'll see who they got coming up.
Yeah.
But all right, moving on, guys. The next game, Falcons at Saints. Falcons are without Michael Penix. He is out for the year with an ACL injury. So Kirk Cousins will be starting this game. Saints, I think they're still going to start Tyler Shuck. He's like 25-year-old rookie, but he's been decent. But what you got, Dick?
For me, I can't go against the records. I can't go against the stats. You know what I mean? I guess I have one question for you, NFL, making sure you got all the injuries down. Is Alvin back?
Alvin Kamara? I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know. We're gonna do another show on Sunday morning before the game start, and I'll have some more information. But right now, I don't know.
Well, regardless of that, being the fact that he doesn't have reps, that's what scares me. So even if he was back, it was kind of like maybe not kind of decision in my head. But knowing that you don't have official information on it makes me believe that he might not be back. With that being said, I just can't deny the Falcons, and I can't deny comeback Cousins and Mister. You like that? You like
Kirko
that?
Cousins,
Okay,
baby.
all right.
Kirko Cousins.
You feel
Give
me?
me-
Kirko Chains is gonna go off. All right, he gonna be wearing them chains again, like he be doing on his Instagram and shit every time he win a game. Okay, so I definitely see Kirko Chains going off and showing why they paid him
Kirk
120
Cousins.
million dollars just to come to that team, and then they go ahead and draft Mr. Rookie Michael Penix Jr. Michael
Right.
Penix Jr. was a dumbass for getting injured. I will say that. I don't give a shit if anybody hates me on this chat for this, because guess what? Michael Penix should have never bucked out of the pocket. He would have never torn his ACL. That is 110% on him, not the coaches. He's washed. He's trash. Okay. With that being said, he also
Damn.
lost me money. That's what he also lost me money. That's another reason why.
Oh, okay. I'm
But
like, this is a
but
little extra put on
What
here.
is
but
what's
but
the
I'm taking
score?
I'm taking the Falcons to win this, the Dirty Birds, and I got Kirko Chains going off in this game to the point when I mean go off, I mean go off. I mean go off as in this guy's gonna throw 5 touchdown passes. Okay,
Damn.
that's what I mean going off. Okay, I got the score being 38-17.
Okay.
Okay.
I got 27-14, and I
The
also have
Falcons.
Atlanta. So I
Okay,
don't
and
think nobody dis.
yeah, I also picked Atlanta. I got
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think
2017.
nobody disagrees with that shit.
Yeah, we are really down on the Saints. And that's fucked up because their defense might actually show up in this game. So
Well, no,
No,
it's
it's
sad. It's
only
sad too. It's sad too because it's hard not to look at the Saints and not think about my head coach and Sean Payton. I believe during the free agency or the not free agency, but during the trade deadline, we actually tried to trade for that defensive edge rusher they have, Cameron Jordan.
yeah,
Okay,
he's good.
that
he's
would have been
good.
a good trade. He's
You know what I
he's
mean, it would have
good.
been a good trade, but the thing is that he had a no trade clause to the point, in a way, kind of like Russell Wilson. They have to agree on the trade, and I don't blame Cameron Jordan for doing this because he's been with that franchise for his entire career. You know what I mean? And he just wasn't willing to leave the Saints to go play with Sean Payton again in the Broncos uniform because he just felt more home being with the Saints. So, hats off for him on doing that. You know what I mean? I got massive respect for it, but it's sad to see that this might be his last season in the NFL.
Oh
Hall of
yeah,
Famer, hundred
hell of a
percent.
player,
Yeah,
Hall
dude,
of
first
Famer
round,
for sure.
first ballot, 100%. So with that being said, you know what I mean. What was your score for Atlanta, Keon?
20-17 Falcons.
All
I
right, you know
kind
what I
of,
mean. I
I
get the
really,
low
you know what,
scoring, but
you
it's
know what?
not
No,
just
this is
on
gonna be a
Kirko
first time.
change.
This is gonna be a first for me.
Yeah, and
Now I'm gonna keep my score. I want to change it. Something in my heart told me Saints might pull it out, but I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna leave it alone.
well,
All right,
the score bothers me slightly because I feel like you're forgetting to realize that they do technically have the number 2 rusher in the league right now in Bijan
Bijan
Robinson.
Robinson. Yeah, they might put up more points, but yeah, that's more reason to go with the Falcons. So I'm with you on that one. All right, fellas, this is probably the game of the week. Bucks at the Rams. Bucks coming off a really good back and forth against the Bills, but they were outlasted. Baker Mayfield threw an interception at the end that really cost them because that let the Bills go up 2 scores, and it was kind of a wrap after that. But and then you got the Rams. They're coming off an okay game. They should have really blown the Seahawks out considering they had 4 interceptions, but for some reason they couldn't really put it away. They only won that game 21-19. So it's kind of impressive and concerning at the same time. Like, why didn't you guys score more points? They threw 4 fucking interceptions. What are we doing on offense?
Yeah.
So a little questionable for the Rams there, but what you got, Diggs?
For me, I have a pretty high scoring game. Because I can't overshadow the fact of how good Baker Mayfield is, especially when he needs to make plays. But the thing is, I also have the fact that his name is Matthew fucking Stafford. Okay,
That's what
all
that
right,
was.
all right. He has Matthew fucking
We can
Stafford,
agree
man.
on one thing, and that's Matthew Stafford.
It's Matthew fucking Stafford. He got all his receivers back healthy when pulling Nakua, Devontae Adams. You know what I mean? His
Yeah,
tight
that's my
ends.
boy
You know what I
too,
mean?
Devontae
And
Adams.
and I
Yeah.
ain't gonna lie. I think a lot of people show him not as much love. Their running back Williams. Okay, Kyrie
Oh
Williams. You
yeah,
know what I mean?
he's actually really good.
He's really good, man. I think he's subpar. You know what I mean? But I think he's like probably one of the most underrated running backs in the league right now. But when you're down on third down and goal and you need to rush it in, that is the perfect person to hand the ball off to. He may be skinny, but that motherfucker knows how to run. All right.
He
With that
does.
being said, I got the score. The Rams winning this game, 42-17.
Damn, dude, you're not even gonna give them a chance.
And there's a reason why. Okay, you only have two wide receivers you could actually throw to for the Bucks. Okay, which is Tez Johnson, the rookie, and then Emeka Mbuka. But as of right now, when I'm looking at the NFL.com right now, it's telling me that Emeka Mbuka is technically out right now. So I don't know if he's actually
Mm,
playing, but that's a very big deal. All right, because you don't want Baker Mayfield trying to do too much and turn into Russell Wilson trying to pop out the pocket, and then you got an injured quarterback now too. You know what I mean? And this is in a way, like you said, the last game with the Cowboys and Eagles, right? This is a must-win game for the Bucks in my eyes. You know what I mean?
they
It's
have
a
to win this
must-win.
game.
If they don't win this game, it is very likely that they might not even be in the playoffs this season. All
I
right,
mean,
and
yeah, to
they've been
show
in the
that they're
playoffs.
contenders in the
They,
NFC. Yeah,
yeah, they've been in the playoffs every single season ever since Tom Brady came to that team, and then after he left, they still made it to the playoffs with Baker Mayfield. You know what I mean?
right.
So you know what I mean, you can't count them out. I know, I know Atlanta fans hate Tampa Bay. I know Green Bay Packers fans hate Tampa Bay, but for me, in my eyes, I can't deny how good that defense is with the Bucks. That's why I was kind of hard. My first original score was 45-42, but I was under the impression that Mike Evans was still there. I was under the impression all these other people were still there, but
Yeah,
it's not. You know what I mean? I know they have a decent running game too, but I just think that Matthew Stafford just has too much weapons. And that last game, I know very well Matthew Stafford's butt cheeks were clenched towards the end. Okay, because to have
yeah.
four
See,
interceptions in
Look
that
at
game and then have to wait until the field goal goes through just to go fuck yeah, yeah, yeah.
no, like
Okay,
check this. No, the Seahawks threw 4 interceptions, but they still had a chance to win with a last-second field goal. The guy just missed the field goal. So that's what he means. Like Matthew Stafford's like, damn, we still almost lost that game. Like that nigga threw
exactly.
4 picks. How did this happen? So
So especially this being an NFC game, I know it's not a division game, but especially being an NFC game, I definitely think he's gonna be like, you know what, I'm not gonna put that on the kicker because you know what I mean. Like if it comes down to it, you know what I mean. He doesn't want to leave it in the defense's hands sometimes because come on now, the last time that they had their bye week very early, the Rams. You know what I mean. So they're gonna be playing football until the playoffs. You know what I mean. And I don't see them beating out the Rams. I mean not the Rams. I don't see them beating out the fucking the Seahawks for the first seed. I still have Seahawks as my first seed for the NFC for the playoffs. You know what I
okay.
mean? So I just don't see them beating them or doing enough unless somehow, some way the Eagles lose at least two of their next six games, which I doubt I see that happening besides against the Cowboys. That's one. So they would need to lose one more game just to even have that up game advantage. But I just cannot deny, Matthew Stafford, dude. This might be his last year in the league. You know what I mean? So he
Yeah.
might try to do what Peyton Manning did and walk away with a ring.
All right.
I'm
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 actually this.
I'm
No, I'll
going
go.
I'm going Rams on this one.
Okay, Neville's going Rams 35-28. Respect. This is my lone wolf pick. Once again, I'm riding with my boy Baker. I think the Bucks are just gonna.
Tripping on
I
this
know
nigga.
the lack of receivers. I know, but I'm telling you, the X factor is going to be 44. This kid named Tucker. All right, he's a rookie running back. He's fast as hell. He scored 3 touchdowns against the Bills. So he does give them a dynamic and a threat on the offensive side. So that's going to be my lone wolf pick. I'm sticking with the Bucks. And last pick of the week, fellas.
Damn score.
Panthers at I said 38-35.
Shout out to the little
God
pup in
damn.
the back. What up, pup in the back? We see ya. Make sure you give a shout out to the pup in the back over
Pump in the back, man. That's
there.
my boy. That's Teddy. All right. Yeah, last game of the week, fellas. Panthers at 49ers. Panthers coming off an impressive win against the Falcons. Bryce Young threw for a career high of 438. He was on fire. 49ers coming off a really impressive win against the Cardinals. They are back to full strength. Purdy is back. Kittle is back. They're fully loaded. Everybody's healthy. So this one, very interesting game. Diggs, what do you got?
I got the Niners winning this game 38-17.
Jeez.
Yeah.
All right, you know why? You got all their fucking players back. You got Kittle, you got Purdy, you got CMC, and I think this is the time when they're going to open up the playbook where, that head coach, Mr. Shanahan, which is a legend, by the way, out in
Oh, by the
Denver,
way,
he's going to have a very, very fat grin on his face and be like, you know what? I'm going up against the Panthers. They're still technically, they're in the wild card, but you know what? They did throw for a hell of a lot of yards. They did get the W last time, but guess what? You come into Niner game. You come into our home where we're going to be hosting the Super Bowl this year. We are not going to let you come in here and win this game, and I feel like they're going to blow them out big time.
I'm
My
going.
X factor for this
Neville?
game, my X factor for this game isn't even Purdy. It's actually the tight end,
I'm going.
Kittle?
I'm
Kittle.
I'm going
Okay.
Frisco, and I'm saying the
Yeah.
how the right now it was Kittle, but right now I'm feeling like it's Christian McCaffrey. He's the
Yes, he has
hardest
carried
thrower.
the team while everybody's been hurt. Christian McCaffrey's been balling. I like that pick.
Well, I like that. I like the X Factor pick too, as well as the pick for the game. But the reason why I didn't put CMC up there is because you know what I mean. Like being the fact you have all these offensive weapons, right?
Yeah, no, they
And the
loaded.
fact that he's
They
been,
loaded.
and the fact that they've been fucking workhorsing him, it's the best time to keep him healthy because
True.
they did this shit last year, and he
Frisco's
fucking
got
tore
like
his
the
ACL, and he was out
package.
for the season. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? I don't want to see CMC get injured before the playoffs. That's a very big if.
I know, dude. I
You know
You
what I
hope
mean?
never
not
like to
either.
So,
see
so,
anybody get
so,
injured, man.
knock on wood, that it doesn't happen. But for me, that's why I have Kittle coming in and having like a very good game. I would not be surprised to see Kittle bring in at least 3 touchdowns this game.
Yeah.
It's possible.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. So
All
we're
right.
pretty much
So
all lockstep with that. And
What's your score?
49ers. I got 49ers 27-20, and Neville's got 49ers 24-21.
all right. So I have a few things that we did before too as well. So
Wait, I gotta wrap this one up. I do have to go, but this will just be our pick 'em segment. So we pick the scores and the games.
so
We
you
got all
want to
that
do
done.
the two players on each conference?
Um, we could do that one next. Just I need like a hour, so I gotta eat.
Oh,
But
you still in the eat?
no, it's been in the oven,
Oh
so it's
shit.
ready now. Yeah, I'm about to eat right now.
Yeah,
But this is
no,
good.
no.
We'll start taking the segments and sections. So when we do
Uh,
the NFL
but yeah, nah, this
schedule,
shit is like an hour long right now. I'm looking at the
yeah, that's
time.
I got some feedback. Somebody was like, "These are long." So just do sections where we do the schedule pick, and then we have our sections for the other
You're
stuff. There's
right. No, no,
sections.
no. That's why you're the co-pilot, bro. You got it. You good. You're doing
Okay.
great,
All right,
bro.
y'all.
All right.
We'll do it like that. I'll hit y'all up in a little. I'll text you.
Yeah, let me know when y'all ready to do the next one.
All right, y'all. Smoking Ball Podcast. Appreciate you. Appreciate the love. We'll talk
Happy
soon.
birthday, Key!
Yeah, happy
Happy
Appreciate you.
birthday,
birthday.
you old bitch!
Appreciate y'all. Big
Gone.
3-6. What you mean? Big 3-6. Come on.
Yeah.